If you just give me another chance
and $180 million,
I can make this.
Sure. At Cornell University, they have an incredible piece of scientific equipment known as the tunneling electron microscope. Now, this microscope is so powerful that by firing electrons, you can actually see images of the atom, the infinitesimally minute building block of our universe. Roger, if I were using that microscope right now, I still wouldn't be able to locate my interest in your problem.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away.
Feel, don't think. Fear is my ally.
The Force will be with you.
We are encouraged to love. Be mindful of your thoughts.
I will not betray the Republic.
Hey, Your Worship, I'm only trying to help.
Scruffy-looking nerf herder.
I'm not afraid.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
So, I woke up this morning and saw that Star Wars Theory here, good old Toos, was having to make a video exposing the fact that Amanda Stenberg herself and several of the typical Lucasfilm minions were attempting to get his channel pulled off of YouTube because he dared to criticize the Trasholyte. And I have to say that I'm not shocked, though it does make me angry, but it's just another example. And this kind of these kind of attacks are par for the SJWs who think they now own Star Wars, and they can't deal with having him point out failure. If you look at his recent public debate with the Mary Sue's assistant editor, Rachel Leishman, and the fact that she does nothing but criticize men for how they look. And he looks great here, right? He's a bodybuilder. This is the morbidly obese woman who attacked his looks. This is what we're dealing with. This is the mentality. Okay. This woman has, first off, she's as dumb as a box of rocks. I've known, boxes of screws and bolts my dad owned that were smarter than this tub of lard is. But hey, criticize the guy because he's a friggin' bodybuilder and you probably couldn't pick up a 2-pound weight. Unless, of course, it had cheese on it, then you probably eat it. I don't know. But this is what's going on. And it's not that it started with the Mary Sue, but these are the glaring issues that he's been dealing with. So we get to Amanda Stenberg. She puts out an 8-minute rant like it's going to help her save the Acolyte. It's now got just under 100 million. The change.org petition has now just under 100,000 signatures. That doesn't even come close to what is needed for Disney to even pay attention. Here's the problem. The Acolyte probably didn't have 100,000 viewers on its last episode. Okay, it didn't. All right. This girl wants to blame Star Wars Theory and Geeks and Gamers and everybody else for the fact that her show failed. Pointing out the problems with it is not our fault. In fact, as a fan, I think we have the right to say this sucked and this is why. It has nothing to do with her being black or anything else. But she decided to go right for that one more time. And the reason why is because there are people out there in SJW fanland that actually think it helps. They actually think it works. I mean, look, it was already bad even before the show came out. And that's not Amanda's fault. That's the fact that Kathleen Kennedy, out of her dim-wittedness, decided to hire Leslie Headland, Harvey Weinstein's former personal assistant. And the moment that happened, the internet went to work and we found all kinds of stupid shit that Leslie said. And Harvey's former personal assistant alone would be enough to keep her as far away from Star Wars as possible. But hey, okay, to Amanda, that doesn't matter. All right, it only matters if the fans didn't like it because she's black and the lead. Meanwhile, Jenna Ortega of Beetlejuice came out and said, I don't think we should have franchises that are geared towards men to have, or to be reimagined with female leads instead of male leads. She said basically women should have their own franchises. I think that's perfectly reasonable. I'm on Team Ortega with this. These people show up, the Amanda Stenberg show up, and shit all over something that was never geared to women to begin with, and then get pissed off because it's poorly written schlock. They get pissed off at people like Star Wars Theory, who's the biggest Star Wars fan, outside of myself, on the planet, for pointing it out that it's a big pile of shit. And if she's gonna take someone's criticism of her work like this, then she doesn't need to work in Star Wars.
That is one big pile.
When people watch The Hate You Give, what do you want them to walk away with? Because I know everyone has a slightly different feeling.
Well, I mean, white people crying actually was the goal. It was the goal.
We've all seen the 8-minute video rant or stupid dance rap video, and then this obnoxiousness from a few years ago from this woman. And you kind of go, why do they keep doing it? And it doesn't work. It drives people away from your product. Okay? People who might be curious. Okay? I know I'm not curious anymore. It's the power of one, the power of none anymore. I mean, that's what this is. Okay? And it's time, I think, I encourage the Walt Disney Corporation to get involved to tell her to shut up. Have their lawyers, Dan Petrocelli or whoever, to send her a cease and desist letter. Because it's the only way they're going to get it done. I mean, they never shut us up about The Last Jedi. I mean, Kennedy yelled at everybody from Mark Hamill to dissing the fans, right? Do y'all remember that? I mean, but she couldn't stop people from being upset. That's our right. As fans, we have the right to either give them the carrot or the switch. Okay, Last Jedi, switch. The Trasholyte, the switch. Okay, and look, again, it didn't take a clairvoyant person. Very much, it wouldn't take a clairvoyant person anytime at all to see hiring Leslie Headland was a dumb thing to do. And it was. I mean, Kathleen Kennedy had to eat her words over this. And now we've got them doing it all over again, using the black girl as a crash helmet from criticism and having her run out and run interference for them. Okay. And it's like, look, accept it. You learn more from your failures. Leslie she maybe be able to write personal stories, plays, little movies, Ryan Johnson keeps up with his goofy bullshit, but not these big tentpole movies whose base is vast majority of men. Okay, and the fact of the matter is, the more misandrous these people get, okay, the worse it gets for them. the madder they get and the worse it gets for them. Okay. Disney's not going to listen to her. They're not going to rethink the season 2. There is no money in it. I mean, look at their stock price. Okay. I just saw a Caroline Raid article where they're going to add a Mandalorian adventure to Smuggler's Run, and hopefully we'll get Han Solo to show up, because the Smuggler's Run thing with the Falcon, you don't get Han. You get the idiot pirate from Clone Wars, Hondo, and then a little bit of Chewbacca. That's not what people want. The older generation who hadn't watched Clone Wars doesn't know who Hondo is, but they know who Han Solo is. Okay, so there's that going, but yeah, we still have to worry about Amandla Stenberg. And I'm going to say this. This is not just about me being upset at what she's doing. This is about me seeing her wide open yap again, attacking Star Wars theory particularly, and hurting the franchise more. Okay, it doesn't need any more Amandla Stenbergs. So I encourage the Walt Disney Company to tell her to shut up. All right, call her agent and say, what is your client doing? Because, hey, Public Hidalgo went after Theory, and he got bitch slapped. Okay, I think now it's time for little Amandla to be taken to the woodshed on this. All right, because I think Theory has a lawsuit, to be honest. That this is a smear campaign they're trying to take away his channel, and I think that should be illegal, even violating his First Amendment rights. I don't know. What do you guys think? This is Steph signing out. See you around the galaxy.